Hello everyone and welcome back to another opening on the channel. Today we have Divine Champions Firestorm. As you can see on the front we have Hermes and Hestia. So let's go ahead and jump on into this. Get off the saran wrap. Sorry for any crinkling. Our seal of approval all the way around. Pick this one up from Board Games in Town. Is how what the name was of the company? Alright, so we have box topper here. We'll set that to the side. Get rid of that saran wrap. Let's fish out all these packs. Put them off to the side, set the scissors aside, and let's get into it. How's everyone doing today? I'm still working half days at my current job. You know what I think I'm going to do for this one is we're going to set the spirit here, and then we're going to put these two cards face down. And at the end of the video, we'll have a big pile of cards like that, and we'll just go through all of those at the end. But yeah, I've just been working half days lately, and I've been enjoying it. It gives me time to do this and other things, so I can't really complain too much. You know, I've been a very big card game enthusiast since I was a kid. I used to collect Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And eventually, when I got to college, I started playing Magic, and now here we are. 7 years later from Magic, playing Elestrals, having a good time. Pandasin, Titanostock, Champion of Aeolus, Hibernation number 2, Sparkit number 2, Sorlet, Pandazer, Torchin, Waspire, Spinosect, and a Viparo. And I instantly forgot that that's what we were doing. Oh well, I messed up, that's on me. Pack number 2, already forgot what we were doing. Lost the plot because I was talking. It's alright, I won't forget this time. Spirit. 1, 2. I'm setting 2 aside because there's always a chance that we have a foil or a double pack. Yeah, so we did that one right. I got a stellar rare Cockadoodle the other day. I think that's up on the channel already. We won't make the joke about Carry On. I made that one a lot the other day, for those of you who watched that video. Trittata, Rumacoil, Sorlet, Carry On, Cockadoodle, Griffuse, Titanic Strike, Champion of Zeus, and Kyloshock, Poseidon's Fury, I did it again, and Lycoris. Okay, you guys are gonna have to give me some grace. I'm a very, well, even when I made content for Magic, I was very green. And it's not like I was doing pack openings like this on the channel, really. But, I am trying my best, and this is the learning process for you guys as it is for me. As much as it is for you guys as it is for me. And I'm just happy to provide the content for you guys. And especially because I really do actually enjoy this game more than just collecting it. I did it again, but that's okay. Hasn't been any of the crazy hits. I'd be a little upset with myself if we did that for a serialized card. Catch yourself. Look at that. Almost did it again. What are the things that other content creators do that you guys really enjoy? Because I'm willing to try new things and different things that you guys would enjoy. Just make sure you comment them down below. As always, I'm looking for any type of criticism. Oh, the spirit wasn't the last card. trying to think what that means. We'll set these 3 face down just to be safe. Yeah, it was a little weird. Sometimes Elestrals, you have a great game. I love it. I love it very much, and I like opening your product. Sometimes the cards do get misseeded, and that happens, and it's nothing against you guys. It just happens. I will tell you guys the difference in the card stock, the card quality of Elestrals compared to other card games, insane. Like, just the cards being thicker makes the world of a difference. That's our first Solar Spirit Elestral. We pulled the card out the back of this, right? No, we did not. 1 and 2. Torch of Hestia and Anvil of Hephaestus. Double artifact to end that one off. Who is your guys' favorite divine? Me personally, I'm aligned with the Thunder Pantheon, so I am a big Zeus and Hera guy. I like, as I call it, the Yoinky Shplinky. I like to do that with my graveyard, just sort of recycle my resources. It's my kind of gameplay. And then Zeus just being removal on a stick is insane. And of course, you know, I have my serialized Stellar Zeus, so always gonna have him high up in my thoughts. Do you guys know if Elestrals ever said that they're gonna do rotation like Magic does, or are they always gonna have every card legal like Yu-Gi-Oh does? Because I'd be kind of interested in both schools of thought. Like, if this is going to be an eternal format, that's cool. It does mean a lot of these older cards will eventually get power creeped and never see play again. But at the same time, if they always rotate, they have to make sure they choose a good amount of time for cards to be legal, because no one's going to want to play a game if their cards become illegal every year. And I think that's kind of what Magic was finding. I did it again, but that's okay. Majorisa will set aside for my brother. It's just one of those things where knowing what your player base wants and needs is huge. I guess am now a long-time Magic player, and when we made the switch, I say we, but I mean the developers of the game, Magic the Gathering, made the switch from 2-year rotation to 3-year rotation. It kind of turned players away, and it made it better for the new players, because then their stuff that they're getting in lasts longer, but it makes it harder on the older players, because that's what they're used to and that's what they know. And if the sort of unspoken guarantee that this is how the format works, then if that is no longer the case, then you lose the faith of the old established players who are consistently going to like your LGS, right? And that's how you're selling your product, is at your LGS, or I don't recommend going to big box stores, but I know people do it because that's all they have available. But if you can support your LGS, do that. But I've lost my train of thought. But it's hard to just justify to existing players changes because they're used to it being a certain way. And that's not, like, this statement that I'm making right now isn't like all encompassing. It doesn't speak for every long-term player of every card game ever, or even every Magic player ever. I know that I wish some of my cards didn't rotate. out of standard, because there's the only place that they would actually see any competitive play was in standard. But it also means, like, when you make it a 3-year rotation, cards that you don't want to stay in the format end up staying longer unless they get banned. And if card needs to get banned, there's a lot of unhappy people on both sides, because people will be like, well, why did you print that card? And other people will be like, well, I like that card. Like, what the heck? That was how I was having fun. And so it kind of just sucks to be in those situations. So I can understand the argument both for and against quicker rotations and longer rotations. But for me personally, I think 2 years is kind of the sweet spot. It means that you don't have to power creep like crazy, get cards to be playable, like, especially when it's like every 3 years, right? Like, if you're set from the first, the number one set on that release schedule, so if it's a 4 set a year cycle, so if there's 12 sets, the set number 1 of 12 has the most powerful stuff that's ever going to be seen for the rest of the block. Oh, well, there's a Hestia. Nice. Just talking too much, I forgot what I was doing. If your first set of the new cycle is the best set for the rest of the cycle, you as a card game creator are not going to make any money, because nothing is going to be getting pushed to sell the competitive side of the game or the collectible side of the game, because people, whether they like to admit it or not, like the powerful stuff. And if there's not a reason to get new product, a lot of players won't get new product. So you have to keep pushing the envelope. But if you rotate every 2 years, you don't have to push the envelope as hard. And it's the same thing with a toxic format. Like, if there's a toxic format that your game cannot deal with, then simply rotating the format sooner means that you don't have to do quite as many bans. Oh, I forgot to do that again. Alright, let's make sure that I do this pack trick right now. Otherwise it makes no sense to have our little pile off to the side that we do. Spirit, 2 cards, boom. Unicorn, Earth Scout, Plucky, Werepup, Nemistar, Glauby, and Javalantis. On to the next one. I am hoping to have a gameplay episode for you guys by the end of the week, and I might even try and do a progression style-esque video. Look up Simo on YouTube for point of reference, progression series. Rest in peace, Simo. He did pass away this year. But he did a progression series for Yu-Gi-Oh! In which, digitally of course, but I think I can do it in paper because the game is new enough without doing Founders Edition, where sequentially you start with the oldest set and work to the newest set, where you open a sealed box of each set and then build a deck, and each set that you've opened, those cards get added to your collection. So you, with Snowfall, right, or Snowshade coming out, we could incorporate that as like the last set we do for the first season, and then give it a little bit, get a couple more sets out, and then jump in and do it again with those sets, or like start over from ground one from the first floor again. So I think that could be fun. I need to do some research to see if anyone else in this space has done that already, but I think it'd be really cool to do. I already can see I messed up. That's fine. Ooh, Terrastar. Beautiful. We'll set that with the Hestia. Struggling to wrestle these these packs off. Put that Spirit there, Vipyro. 1, 2. Into our pile of uncommons and rares. I have so many copies of all these commons and uncommons. It's kind of crazy. Instant collection. Doing all these pack openings for the channel. I'll never have to buy a common from any of these first sets. That's for sure. What are you guys' thoughts on splashing for, so I was having this conversation with my brother yesterday about splashing colors or spirits for interaction pieces, and he's even newer than I am to the game, and I'm trying to explain to him that splashing for like an earthquake or a tsunami is really good. Like, you know how many spirits you need to dedicate for those powerful pieces of interaction, and not have to worry about like, oh, but what if I have to expend? Yeah, you expend the one you have the most of and keep up your interaction unless you've already gone through it. Or like, say it got milled, it got ripped, it got, like, it's not good in this matchup, right? Like, it's totally okay. I think that was actually something crazy. Solar Spirit. It's totally okay to splash, and you probably shouldn't expend your splash colors when you're forced to, like with an eruption or something like that. Or even the Terrastar that makes your opponent expend X, where X is the number of spirits that you nexus, that are specifically lunar spirits that you necklace. The tongue twister. I just started playing Pal World. I've never played it before. I played it today. Some of the creatures look similar to the ones from Elestrals, but I think with the more and more IPs that come out that are similar to Elestrals, Pokemon, Pal World, Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, etc., it's going to get increasingly more and more difficult to come up with unique creatures, which is, like, I guess inevitable at some point, right? Like, you can only print so many things that are unique, but that's why I like this game, doing like Spy Nymph, Champion of Hermes, Torchin, Champion of Hephaestus, or Hestia, and then just a regular Torchin and a regular Spy Nymph. Like, that's cool to me. Like, it makes it so you can recycle things once you have creatures. It reminds me of the old school. I don't think I did the trick. Reminds me of the old school Pokemon cards they used to have, like Gym Leader Brock's Hermes Trickery is the rare. Gym Leader Brock's Onyx, Misty's Starmie, and like there'd be a regular Starmie in the set too. Not always, but sometimes. Flormine. 2 cards to the side. Rumacoil, Werepup, Nemistar, Arachnilair, Pandizer, Torchin. Down to the final 6 packs. This time I will remember to put the box topper on the last box I did of Divine Champions. Livestream, I completely spaced. Or not Livestream, it was Frostfall. I completely forgot to show the box topper. Luckily, it wasn't a serialized. Luckily and unluckily, it wasn't a serialized Cryo Scorch. That would have sucked. have like 3 more boxes of Frostfall to open for the channel. So I'm looking forward to opening those. It's a lot of product though. I gotta figure out where to store all these cards. If any of you know how to store cards without just like, I would hate thinking anyone would do this, like throwing them away. Like I'm more than happy to take suggestions. Maybe it's just donate them to my local library where we play, because we don't have an LGS where I live. Maybe it's just like donate all these cards to the library so they can have cards to teach new players and build new decks and all these things. Because I don't think that I could sell them for anything meaningful. But I also am interested in doing a cube. And to cube is a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. And I definitely have enough of the commons and uncommons to make it work. Three packs left. Yoink. Zaptor. 1 and 2. Escape from Tartarus. Do you guys think that when they're done with the Divine Champions, we'll start getting like the Titans and stuff? The Greek Titans, like Gaia, Kronos, oh my goodness, what's his name? There's loads of Titans, I just can't remember their names right now. But like champions of, or minion of Gaia, minion of Kronos, minion of the guy who holds up the sky that I'm forgetting the name of right now. Like, that'd be cool. Oh, well, that was my bad. I didn't mean to flip that over. Where did my win pile go? Oh, no, I did put that in the right spot. I put these in the wrong spot. Yeah, you guys can't even begin to imagine how many cards I have just in my room. Thankfully, my girlfriend hasn't seen it yet. She'd be quite upset with me. Rubicoil, Earth Scout, Reforge, Hibernation, Spar Kit, Pandizer, and Torchin. Alright, well that wraps up our mostly commons and uncommons opening for this. Let's go ahead and flip this over, see if we can find anything crazy. Whale Lance, Scavicole, Whale Lance, Hermes, Like a Void, Verdolith, that's good. Breeze of Zephyros, Lyre of Apollo. Always makes me want to do that Star Wars clip. Foil Zaptor, Caduceus of Hermes, Zeus's Call, Waspire, Poseidon, there we go, second one of those for me. Monsoon of Arrows, Foil Solar Charged, Lyre of Apollo, Hermes Trickery, and Kyla Shock, Voltempest, Like a Void, Majursa, Caduceus, Zeus. Here we go. Chrysor, Zaptor, Whale Lance, Spectrus. Can be special cast from your hand with a Lunar Spirit if an opponent has at least one suppressed card. It's pretty good. Ooh. Nice. A Reverse Stellar War Might. That's pretty good. Dracodoodle-Doo and Kyla Shock, Like a Void, Brumalinx, Lyre of Apollo, Carry Off, Caduceus, Exaltus, very nice, Vospire, and Hermes full art. Look at that. Not a serialized card, but man, does that look beautiful. Ooh. We'll set this aside too. Monsoon, Solstox, Live Apollo, Nyxmeria, so we have the light and the dark form again, Vospire, Pandalence, Spinosect, Leviathan, Whalelance, Hestia's Hearth, and Shock, Zeus's Call, Lyre, Viserius, Waspire, and Majursa. And then our box topper is, boom, open it up, Corey, come on. Whew. Carry off. Very nice. Alright, well, thank you guys for tuning into today's video. If you like what you saw, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, if you want to see us open more booster boxes like the one you just saw, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and comment down below to let us know which box you want to see us open next. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.